Hello, here we are in Sydney, Australia, after an amazing weekend at the Sydney Bachata Festival. And we have the great privilege of having with us one of the people that created that event, Juan Ruiz. We got him out of his very busy schedule, and we'd like to know a little bit more about him. And actually, the Sydney Bachata Festival was the first festival in the world. So we wanted to know how this whole thing and how this idea came about. We met Juan Ruiz in Reno in 2009, I believe that was, in the first festival, Bachata Festival in the USA, which was done in Reno. So we were very happy to meet him here again. And we like to know a little bit more, like, who's Juan Ruiz? How did you start dancing? How did you end up in Australia? Because obviously you're not from here.
No, as you can tell from my skin, I don't look Australian. I am from Ecuador. First of all, hi Christina. Thank you for having me here. And hello everybody over there. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad that you have fun at the Sydney Bachata Festival.
Yeah.
So a little bit about me. Yes, I'm from Ecuador, and then I moved to Chicago for to do my university, and I worked after my university there. That's actually when I learned my first bachata steps in Chicago. And then, through things in life, I always say my mother told me that I had to go far in life.
I love that.
So I look in the map and I say how far I want to get. So from Ecuador to United States, Chicago to Australia was very far. So literally, I tell my mom, hey, I got far in life. So I've been here in Australia for the last 11 years, and this is my home. I love this country. I love the opportunities, and I love the dancing here as well. So it's perfect for me.
And you have your own school here?
I have my own school. I've been running my Tropical Soul Dance studio for the last 4 years now, and it's wonderful. I run my festivals. Bachata Festival is one of them. I have the Viral Latin Fiesta as well, and I travel and I teach in this part of the world.
So how did you come up with the idea of doing the first Bachata Festival?
So that was a joint idea. That was actually with my business partner, Nestor Manuelian, another big bachatero in the
Great guy. We also met him, and he's
community.
also part of this weekend.
So what I remember is that we both were teaching bachata classes. We were the only bachata instructors in Sydney at the time. I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong, but we both were promoting bachata a lot. And then the two of us sat one day and said, like, hey, you know what? We should just have a day of pure bachata. You teach workshops, I teach workshops, and then we have a big party at the end. And we get people to do performances, and just have a big celebration. So we put that, we said, okay, let's do it. So we put a started looking for a venue, and started to tell people about our idea just to have a day dedicated for bachata only, because here in Sydney and everywhere in the world was mostly salsa.
Yeah.
And a little bit of bachata, but nothing dedicated to bachata only. Then Nestor was with a business partner at that time, Lydia McMahon, and she was part of the 3 people that decided, to work on this project. The work got around in Australia, and then we have a few instructors in Sydney saying like, hey, you guys are going to do a day for bachata? Can we teach on it as well? Can we be part of it? We're like, yeah, sure, you want to be part of it? Cool. Then people from interstate in Australia, they say like, we heard you guys are going to be doing a day for bachata. Can we be part of it? Can we, come and support it? Yeah, let's do it. So I think people want it to happen. They want it to happen, but nobody
took the initiative. Yeah.
And then when we started, you know what? All right, it's not going to be a bachata day. Let's make it a festival. Let's just go for it and let's put all our effort and let's call it the Bachata Festival. So we did. So we started doing the promotion, and then that's when Rodney from the United States, he contacted Nestor saying like, is this real? Is this what I'm hearing real, that you guys are going to organize a Bachata Festival? Because I've been thinking of doing it, but I don't know if the concept will work. So we said, well, come over, come over and see it with your eyes, because it's the first year that we're doing this as well.
What year was that?
That was in 2008.
2008.
That was in April 2008. And so without us planning to say we're going to have a Bachata Festival, the support of the people just made it be a Bachata Festival.
So there was a need, and when you came up, everybody was like, let's do it.
And it was interesting because, when Ronnie decided to come here, then Anoop Thomas, another international instructor, came as well. And we have other instructors from New Zealand as well. So we felt instantly that the eyes of the world were on us. Like, Sydney's organizing a Bachata Festival.
Yeah.
How is that in Sydney? They dance Bachata. and we love bachata.
Yeah.
So at the time, then because we were growing, we had Sky Blue, another one of the organizers. She joined us on the team, on the organizing team. So the first Bachata Festival were four.
4 people.
We were 4 people. Nestor, Lydia, Sky, and myself. Through the years, Lydia decided to focus on other projects, but Nestor, Sky, and myself continued with it.
Okay, that's great.
Randy came, everybody came, and it was an instant success. We have 2 days of workshops, 3 nights of parties, and yeah, it was great. It was just really good.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was the beginning of the Bachata Festivals in the world.
And how much has it grown, like in this span of time? It's 8 years.
Wow, it has grown. It's not only the festival in itself, but bachata in Australia has grown a lot. And yeah, it's thanks to the Bachata Festival that pushes the instructors, it gives the instructors opportunities to showcase their bachata work. You know, the work in bachata, the choreographies, teaching, and what else, and anything else. So.
What we saw in this weekend was also that the students really take it seriously with the performance teams, that you have a lot of performance teams here, which always raise the level, because if people have like, you know, a goal for a performance, then they make more effort to train and to work on it. So how did you start creating the performance teams? Because you had some performance teams, right?
Yeah, I had I think 6 teams. I can't remember. We had quite a few performances.
A lot
from
of
typical
teams.
souls.
And really good work.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that it's nice to give the students the opportunity to perform on a big stage. You know, to be.
Excuse me, guys. Just gonna grab my.
Oh, sorry. This is Seymour. You don't know him.
Hey, hello, everybody.
She's looking at the food.
Hungry
She's like.
too. I'm behind the camera, but you know, I gotta eat. Excuse me. Bye,
right.
you guys. Bye.
Enjoy. So yeah, we want to give the students the opportunity to be on the big stage, to have a goal, like you say, and practice hard, train hard, and to be on the stage and be proud of their work.
Yeah.
And one thing that we focus on that the production of the Bachata Festival to be really good, you know. So when you see the photos, when people see the videos, they feel like it was a proper organized festival.
It was worth it also.
Yeah, it was
like,
worth it to be there.
Yeah, that's cool. And you had performance teams from the very beginning, from the first festival?
Yeah, from the first festival we had people who wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why did you choose this time of the year, just out of curiosity?
I think it was venue availability. The first time, yeah. We were looking for venues. We had a much smaller venue that fit only, I can't remember, maybe 500 people. Right now, Bachata Festival has close to 1,900 people on Saturday night. It was packed. But I think that at the time, the venue availability was that weekend. So we took it and then we said, hey, it's Anzac Day, which is an important day for Australia. So we
I still don't know what it is.
Anzac Day is the day we remember all the soldiers and people that have given their lives for any military cause.
That's a country festivities, not only Sydney.
It's Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. We learned some.
Something new.
I'm learning a lot. That's cool. So this year you had a band,
yes.
Grupo Explosión. Do you always?
Grupo Extra.
Extra. I'm sorry. Oh.
Say it again. This
Grupo Extra. Me matan.
Oh, sí.
There's a group that we know that has that name, so Anyway, they were wonderful, amazing, great people. We had a great time with them on and off the stage. Did you had always bands, or when did you start, or is it the first time you've done that?
So the first year that we had the Bachata Festival, we had just performances, shows, and instructors, you know, and just the parties at night. But then when we look at the, after the first festival, we said we want to do something different. Because bachata is still new in people, we wanted to bring artists to sing bachata, so then people can enjoy not just the music played by the DJs, but actually sing them live. So our first band that we brought was Group Forever. They were good. It's sad that they're not together anymore, but they were really great. So. Yeah. From Forever, then we went to Jimmy Bauer, Profex, Extreme came as well, Dominic Marte, Daniel Santa Cruz, Monchi Natalia.
Wow.
I can't remember all of them, kind of missing one. And then Grupo Extra, which was hands down.
They were
amazing.
Great.
Yeah,
they were amazing. They didn't want to stop.
Energy.
We didn't want them to stop either.
So really good, really happy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So now you've been teaching for how many years?
I've been teaching since I moved to Australia.
Okay,
Since I
so
moved to Australia
10 years.
back in 2004.
2004, 11 years now.
Yeah.
Wow. And only bachata.
So so that's another story. When I was in Chicago, I learned salsa. That was like, it was very popular. Salsa was very popular, but then bachata was there as well. So I learned my bachata from the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and Mexicans who were there in Chicago. So I joined this dance school in Chicago, the performance team, because I wanted to do a salsa performance. And the first thing we had to do was a bachata performance.
Oh.
And I didn't like bachata at that time because I just didn't know how to dance properly. That was the truth. I felt I looked better in salsa than in bachata. And I was like, I came here for salsa and you make me learn bachata. Anyway, I
That's
learned
funny.
it.
Yeah.
I did it. And then I came to Australia. I came to Australia in 2004, and then the first thing I joined a dance studio because I really like dancing, and that was Nestor's brothers, Jamie, school, Latin Dance Australia.
Uh-huh.
So I joined there, and then when I was here in Sydney, there was a lot of love for salsa, but no bachata. Nobody was teaching bachata.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I love salsa, but once in a while it's good to have a bachata break.
Yeah.
But there's nobody teaching bachata. The DJs didn't want to play bachata because they were afraid
The crowd would
the
not
crowd
dance
would,
or will
crowd would
leave.
leave. So I started teaching people individually, bachata steps. I started and then I started teaching at LDA as well. We did LDA, Latin Dance Australia, with me. They had the first bachata workshop in Sydney. We had 80 people.
80?
80 people in the first workshop.
8-0.
8-0, yeah.
Wow. Huh?
So
They
it
were
was
waiting for him, that's for sure.
and that's something that I didn't plan on it. And then I thought, like, I really felt that bachata is a beautiful dance, but there's nobody pushing it, understanding the dance properly. So then I decided, you know what, there are plenty of salsa instructors there. Let them be happy. I'm going to dedicate my time and passion to bachata.
Nice.
So yeah, since then I've been teaching and promoting bachata.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. It's amazing because it sounds like your story is all about, you have this passion and you share it, and suddenly everybody wants that at the same time. So
Yeah.
you plant the seed and it just grows fast because there was a need for that. So it's beautiful to hear that.
Yeah, I think I've been lucky that I've been with the right people too, who share the same passion as me.
Yeah.
So
Well, you probably attracted them to you.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, when you love someone, something, or
Yeah.
it just comes to you if you have your ideas.
Yeah.
That's great. We want to know a funny story though. I want to know you teach 11 years.
Yes.
So you must have some episodes or performances with funny
Yeah.
things.
There I have one there, and people ask me, when did you learn how to dance? Because they say, oh, you are from South America, you know how to dance. You were
Yeah.
born with the music, you felt the music. And I say, yes, I felt the music, but I have no idea what I was doing. I dance from the heart, because when people ask me, so how did you do that step? I was like, just feel the music and just move it like that. But I couldn't explain, I have no technique. So it was in Chicago, just after I graduated from university, and I was working for this company. And then I told my coworkers to let's go to a Latin club. Let me show you how we do things in South America. I was thinking I was a big macho Latino, But there's a big difference between a Latino club and a salsa club. Latino club, we go there to pick up girls. A salsa club, people go there to have a dance. So I didn't know the difference between one or the other. So I looked for a place to dance salsa, thinking it was a Latino club, and yeah, there was a big venue on Wednesday night. And that was one of the biggest salsa nights in Chicago at that time. So I bring my party of people, my posse, the guys there with me, and I'm like, look, watch me work the dance floor. So I go there, we had a beer, and then I remember there was this, just with a Caucasian girl, beautiful Polish girl. Now I know she was Polish girl on the bar.
Non-Latino, to make it
Non-Latino,
clear.
yes. So that was like Caucasian, non-Latino. She's there at the bar. So I go there, like, hey, would you like to dance? She looks at me up and down. She asked me, do you know how to dance? And I was like,
Of course.
I'm Latino, I know how to dance. Well, of course, so I just,
It's in my
come.
blood.
Yeah, like, come with me. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, I have 3 to 4 minutes to impress this girl and get her number and, try to do something. So I'm there doing whatever steps I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing conversation, but I'm not focusing on the dancing. And then in the middle of the song, she stops me. She tells me, I'm sorry, you don't know how to dance. And she walks away. And she left me there. And all my friends were like looking at me like, what happened? And I'm like, what the heck? so you know, like a little dog with the tail under on his tail, with the tail under his legs.
Yeah.
I went back to the bar. I got a beer. I didn't talk to my friends. But then,
Humiliated.
yeah, but then I looked at the dancers. You know what they were doing, and they were doing stuff that I didn't know. You know, so thanks to her, she opened my eyes to the dance world, and I love the music, but I just felt like, yes, I don't know how to dance. So since then, I said, like, whoever you are, I don't know her name, but thanks to her, I am what I am right now.
That's great. That's a great story.
Yeah.
So what would you tell students that are starting to dance, whether it's bachata or any other dance? What would you tell them as advice?
Learn properly. Learn your basics properly. Everybody wants to jump ahead and start doing the advanced patterns or dips or any highlights. But one thing that I did when I started taking classes, because I was told by Puerto Ricans that were like, if you learn your steps properly, it's like you are learning how to walk again, you know, and that makes a big difference. So I took my time. I didn't rush that, and that way I'm able to feel it now properly, you know. Now I know how I'm feeling the music and the steps that I'm doing. So enjoy the journey, take your time, because it's a beautiful journey, so there's no need to rush and get anywhere. The journey is going to be there for life.
Nice. And to instructors that want to start teaching, so someone comes to you and say, I want to teach bachata. What would you tell me? What would be the most important thing that you think I should know?
Well, I would like to know, well, when they come say, like, hey, can we teach at your festival? You know, we look at videos, and we want to make sure that instructors do it for the right reasons, because there are a lot of instructors that they focus on salsa, one style, but then they want to just teach bachata, just the opportunity to be there, but they don't have the passion for it. So we always look for people that know the bachata technique properly. You know, they love the style, they know how to dance it properly, they're not just mixing stuff into the bachata music.
But if someone wants to begin to teach, like if you have a student that comes to you and said, I want to be a teacher,
yeah,
what would you say to them?
Good on you. Good on you. I will support them. I will like, because everybody has a dream. So I have my students that now they want to start teaching workshops and stuff. I don't stop them. I just train them, and just want to make sure that they have the right tools. You know, so everybody go chase your dreams. Yeah, you want to teach. Make sure you know you have all the tools, all the knowledge, so then you can train people properly. You know?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna not continue and just let him be
Enjoy
here
the
because
food.
his food is getting cold.
Seymour
he's
already
probably
finished
very
his food.
hungry. Yeah, so we need to eat our food. But I want to
Yeah.
thank you so much to you and Nestor and Sky for inviting us to the Cine Bachata Festival. We had a blast. It was really great. We enjoyed. We had great classes and performances. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be here in Australia. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hopefully we're going to see you very soon also
Yeah.
in Europe.
I just want to say, you want to look at the videos for the Bachata Festival, the performances of these guys, so everybody who performed. We have the YouTube channel, Cine Bachata Festival. Check out the website, Facebook.
How can they find you?
If you want to find me, just go to my YouTube channel. Again, just search Juan Ruiz Bachata on YouTube. You can find all the videos I have posted on my syllabus videos as well, because I like to share the love for bachata. So yeah, you can find me there on Facebook as well.
Tropical
Bachata
Sound
Moderna.
is the name of your
Tropical
school.
Soul is my
Tropical Soul
Dance
Tropical
Studio.
Soul.
It's my dance studio. On Facebook, just search for Bachata Moderna by Juan Ruiz.
Thank you, everyone, and remember to keep
Keep
your hips on fire. Bye.